Talk to me about why Arsenal chuck the ball into their own net at home so much. I need to know. Like, I have to, like, if there was one thing that if I had
Okay.
an opportunity to just talk to the team and ask them one question, I would say, what's wrong with us at home? What is it?
Mm.
Because you mentioned Fulham, which I think we completely sabotaged ourselves. 100% the meme of Arsenal standing there, just don't know anything's going on, and yep, just like that, boom. And then Jorginho, and a hugely experienced player, standing in the middle of the pitch, just what you doing? I didn't actually hadn't even fully processed the penalty before uh, it was 2-2. Like it was crazy, and like it came from a player that we bought because of experience, and he's supposed to calm things down, and you expect him to make the right decision there. Um, what is it? Makes us do this? It's so crazy.
It's one of
Because
the
it's not
wonders of
going
the
away
world.
either. That's my problem.
Yeah. It's
Still
one of the
happening.
wonders of the world. It really
Mm,
is. Um, I've seen Stonehenge and I'm less perplexed by that than I am how Arsenal keep dropping the ball in the back of their own net. Like, uh, it's really extraordinary. And you're so right what you said earlier in this podcast that like we're punished every single time. Like, oh, Ramsdale's slightly off his line more than usual. Boom, Ugarte is just going to sort of put it right in the top corner. No problems. Okay, nice. Saka plays
mm,
one bad pass where there's no right back for once. Pereira's going to scuff it and it's still going to fall in the back of the net.
mm.
Like, Madison and Udogi both had moments where they gave the ball away. Nothing. Jorginho gives the ball away. Madison and Son still have to go the length of the pitch, but yet they score. Like, I,
Yeah.
and I think to answer it, right, I'm gonna ask a slightly. I don't know if there's a bit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm on something here. It's probably a bit harsh, and I'm probably just doing too much of this. But do you think players are aware of like what's said on social media and what fans are thinking, or do you think they're largely shielded from it? Do you think they're told, yeah, don't watch the fan cams, don't tune into all the reaction, don't go on socials, like stick to what we're doing, and in house we're going to. Do you think they are? I'm just curious.
No, I think they're online.
You think they know?
The way Gabrielle responds to things, sometimes I'm like, these guys are talking
Yeah.
about what we're talking about.
Well, we've been told that like they do kind of know, like they watch all your content, our content, everything. Like they know what's being said generally. But the reason I ask is because there's certain things where I'm like, if Mikel Arteta isn't telling you, guys, you keep putting the ball in the back of your own net, we certainly are telling you. Like, and so what I can't comprehend, mistakes happen,
Mhm.
but I am forgiving the mistakes. Like, say Jorginho slipped. Say Jorginho just like got his foot stuck or whatever, or rolled his ankle or something. The poor guy, like you can't help that. That happens sometimes on a football pitch. But the fact that he had three, Saliba, Gabriel, and Raya, superb options, and should have been the one player on that pitch to recognise, keep this calm now. We've just scored. We're not playing that great. New players on the pitch. Double sub at half time. Settle in. And he thought, let me drag it through Son and Madison. That'll be fun. Because if I lose it, there's kind of no two other players in the league. Is there a more lethal combo other than De Bruyne Haaland that you could have picked, like to lose the ball to?
No.
And he went with that decision. It's like, come on, Jorginho, my
Of
guy. Like,
all
and I actually think he's been quite
people.
good since we signed him. I actually think he's been okay for us.
Yeah.
And it purely comes down to decision making and professionalism and just like I think Arsenal sometimes play football like they're invincible. I think sometimes the playing out the back and all that I love. It's a part of our way of playing. And there's being
Hmm.
brave on the ball, but there's also being intelligent with it. How many times did Saliba run into space yesterday or just in previous games and absolutely nail it? And it beat the press and it got us forward. I like that. That's fine. but like you got to know you can do it, and
Hmm.
Jorginho's had a shocker there, and it's like, and it's every time it's a different player. It's like a different era. Like it's not like one person is constantly at fault for it. So
Yeah.
I can't explain it, Jess. Do you have an answer? Do you think it's concentration? Do you think it's arrogance? Do you think it's bad luck?
I think Aaron Ramsdale had kind of spoken about why we concede at home, and he said that they just back themselves to win the games at home because they have the fans behind them and they think it's okay.
Hmm.
I don't want to, because I know also like Saliba, like he's this English is not his first language. He did the interview and he basically said like something to the effect of, it's fine, we make mistakes, it's fine. And I just wonder if they have kind of a mentality of a team that is feels like everything is just okay, it'll be fine. Like I just feel like there's a lack of like that sturdiness and concentration and like you said, professionalism at home because everything will be fine. We'll rebound. We'll get to the next game. We'll get another goal. And I love when players do interviews because you get an insight to how they truly feel. And I think a lot of our players are quite honest. But when you get those honest answers, sometimes you do realize that, oh, they really
Hmm.
do, they're in the run-in and they just think they're just going to continue to win games and it's going to be easy. Oh, they're at home and they're conceding goals, but they just kind of think, oh, score another one, it's fine, conceded. And I think we're just seeing a team that, as a whole, just kind of feels like at home they just drop the level just 5% or so because they feel comfortable to do so. But we're not good enough right now to do it.
Yeah.
Last season, we were playing so well that we could make up for it. And it was fine. It was vibes, especially before we got to the run in. But now the pressure, it just feels so serious. Nobody's having a good time. Nobody's playing with freedom. And we're still making those mistakes. So the only thing I could think of is just it's a mentality thing. They just drop their concentration just that little bit. And that's the difference between winning 2-1 and, going into these next couple of days knowing that we won 3 games in a week and did it pretty well and feeling like the world is ending because we drew the game against Tottenham now. It's
Yeah,
just that
and
5% drop. It could even be like just 2%. It's like I don't know. They just
well,
continuously do it. It's crazy.
yeah, yeah. I think you make some great points.